record this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, go ahead. No, you're okay. We're going to be able to, edit out anything. My assistant, she'll edit out the beginning or and the end if we need to. It's all good. It's all
Perfect.
good.
The lighting is good, right? The sound is good.
Yeah,
Camera is good.
yeah. My lighting okay? My sound okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Good,
Yeah.
good, perfect, good. I had an issue with some technology a while back and everything was fuzzy. It was terrible.
I know it can happen.
It can. It
It can.
certainly can.
Oh, yeah. What I wanted to mention, if you want me to guide the audience through an activation that will help them to get access to their intuition, it takes around 10 minutes. So if you want me to do that with them, I mean, live here,
yeah,
I would love to do that.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how all our timing goes and everything.
Yeah. Let me know if we have time for that. I would love to guide them through this.
Nice.
I call it it's more a reactivation. It's not like you have to activate your intuition. It's more like you need to reconnect to your intuition. It's already here,
Okay. Awesome. Good. All right. Well, we're going to get started. And our next speaker is Asim Aliloski. Asim is an author and known as the empowerment coach. He's helped hundreds of leaders and organizations around the globe really tap into their intuitive abilities so that they can remove what's blocking them from their greatness and turn their purpose into success and abundance. Welcome, Asim. I am so happy to have you here as one of my guests on the Creative Leader in Action. You have been recognized by so many organizations as top coach around the globe, again, around the globe, for your holistic approach and the power of intuition and healing insights. And I got to tell you, I can't wait for our audience to really learn more about you. But to start our time off together, what I have is a question to ask you. And that is, what do you believe it takes to be a creative leader in action today?
Oh my God, where should I start with? The thing is, whatever I say, it's like we are all different. I can just tell you what it took for me in order to tap more into my greatness and more into my leadership. And that's what I wanted also to say. No matter which advice you get from somebody, even if it's the greatest mentor in the world, or I don't know who will meet in your life, always check in with yourself, with your inner voice and with your intuition, if this is right for you, actually, if this is your strategy, if this is your approach. Because what I want to say is that we are so different. And sometimes we get all these, guidelines for everybody. And sometimes this doesn't work because you're unique. You have your unique fingerprint. You have your unique energetic field. So you need to check in with yourself and see what happens for you. But just to get back to your question, actually, well, for me, it was, I think the most greatest thing that I tried to develop as a very young age is to be able to listen to my intuition, to be able to listen to my inner voice. Because I come from a different background. My background, let's say I come from an underprivileged background. And I mean, my people around me, they were law breakers and people without any job or something. I'm not judging them here, but I just want to give you a hint where I come from, where my background is. So growing up in this environment, nobody actually believed that I could make it, because no one made it actually in my environment. But I had this inner voice within me telling me that I'm meant for something greater. I'm meant for greatness. And I don't know what kind of voice this was, because I heard this voice at very young age. Actually, I was probably 12 or 13, which is pretty young. So I call it the voice of intuition. I call it the voice of my inner wisdom. I call it the voice of God. But it doesn't matter how I call it. I just want to let you know that you have this inner voice within you as well. The thing is, are you open to listen? Are you receptive? And are you even, do you also have the courage to act on it? So that's the thing.
You know, I just love what you just shared about that, because I think a lot of people, and what I kind of got from what you shared was, and I experienced this in working with the executives and the leaders and the teams that I work with now, ever since like the 3 years of COVID, and people have been so now getting back to being busy, people are kind of a little lost, right? They're kind of feeling confused as to where to go and what to tap into. And there is a barrage, a constant barrage of do this, no, do that, try that. And all of those things. I know I can be guilty of it. It's like signing up for the next course. Okay, I'll take another course.
No, I mean, you can do whatever you want, you know. I mean, I know where you want to go with your question. It's just, I mean, I also have the greatest mentors in the world. It's not like I'm sitting there at home alone and try to figure out everything by myself. Right. And because I had one situation, I was a young child and I had the opportunity to meet, let's say, quite wealthy people. And they were not just wealthy in terms of money, but also wealthy in terms of their soul. So they were pretty balanced and everything. And what I noticed when I was there, I saw that they had support for everything, mostly. They had support, I don't know, for their nutrition. They had support for their children, for their household. They had support for their mental health. They had support actually for everything, more or less. So I had this idea, oh, probably being able to receive support is something that takes you farther in life, you know, yes, that gets you unstuck and you can move forward. So I'm super open to receive support from everywhere. And I do have the best mentors for me. And actually, without my mentors, probably I wouldn't be there where I am right now. So I'm super open to being mentored and coached by the greatest people. So it's not about that. It's more, I just want to highlight here that whatever advice you get from somebody, always check in. Always find out if this is really true for you. Because if you don't do that, you try like to absorb everything and, you know, you're going there and this guy says something different. So you try this and, you know, you don't have this, you know, centered line where you know what to do and what's the best step for you. And in order to know that, I recommend to go within and always check in if this is your truth, if this is your pathway, because you're so unique, you're so special with who you are and what you want to share and with your mission, that there is no, you know, rule out there that applies for everybody.
Right. And that's where I was going to, was that,
yeah.
you know,
sorry, I didn't want to interrupt.
No, we have to touch in, and I have to ask myself that all the time. I too believe in having many mentors. I have so many coaches in my life, and I could not get to where I am today without having them in my life, helping guide me through all of the different obstacles, all of the different blocks. But what I really love is that piece to go within, to trust yourself, to quiet the mind, to be settled, and then ask yourself some questions. What are some questions that you would ask yourself to find out if things are in alignment within you to take action? Like, I'm going to look over here to take action, but I want to check in with myself. What are some questions that you ask yourself?
Well, I mean, there's something that I want to add something to what you said before, because when you tune in and you have this access to your inner wisdom and to your intuition, sometimes your intuition says something different than what you heard from somebody else. Like, do this strategy or apply this rule, or you have to do this, or you have to do that. There are tons of advice out there. And sometimes it can be the best advice ever for you, and you should follow that because it's for your highest good. But sometimes when you tune in, probably your intuition says, no, that's not for you. That's not for your best. That's not in your highest. So that's why I always say, tune in first, check in and see, what kind of message and information do you get from your inner self, from your higher self, from your inner wisdom, from your intuition. And then you know what to do.
Right. And I think where I was pointing to was that people often have a hard time quieting their mind. They don't know how to go within. So
Yes.
what's a practice? What's something that you do with your clients to help them understand how to do that?
Well, I can't do it very complicated, but actually it's not.
Easy's good, simple's best.
Yes, I mean, it's super simple. You sit and breathe in and out, and you have this intention to get in and get this access to your inner voice, to your intuition, and you breathe in and out again, and you ground in yourself, in your body, and you breathe in and out again. I mean, it takes time, it's not like it takes time for hours, but it takes even a couple of minutes to do that. And it takes space, and mostly it takes your intention to do this. So it takes a clear decision.
Yes. I know for me that I have to really do it at a time of the day where I don't have a lot of distractions around me, where I can just not feel squirrel, got to go here, got to do that, to really quiet my mind.
Yes, that would be the first step, actually, to, have this clear intention to choose to do it.
Yeah.
And to make some space for it. And then when you do it as, a little bit more often, then it becomes a habit. And then when it becomes a habit, it becomes a lifestyle. So you do it automatically. It's not like I'm sitting all the time somewhere and I need to do, sometimes I do it this way, but it's more like I'm doing it automatically. I sit and drink my coffee, and then I tune in and ask, and then I'm going out and do the next step, or do the next action, take the next action. So it's more like it starts with taking the decision, then making a habit out of it, and then it becomes your lifestyle.
Right. It's like building a muscle, right? That you have to practice it. When they say practice, it is doing it daily. It is doing it regularly.
I'm doing it daily. Yeah. I wake up in the morning, and the first thing, because you asked me what kind of question do I ask myself. So, I mean, mostly the first thing, what I do in the morning when I wake up, I breathe in and out, and I welcome myself that I'm alive, Hey, yeah, I'm here. And then I ask myself, okay, what is important for me today? What should I be focusing on? And breathe in and out and see what is coming. Probably sometimes I get a feeling or a picture or a voice, something like a word that I should be focusing on today. Sometimes I don't get anything, and it doesn't mean that it doesn't work. It's just like, probably it's now important to be in this empty space, because out of this empty space, something can be created. So I also allow myself to be in this empty space. And then I get an impulse or an insight or an idea. And you see the energy now is very quiet. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to transmit this this
I
feeling,
feel it.
this energy.
Yeah.
And then you're getting a certain insight, and then or an inspiration. And then you know what to do because you act on it. It's coming from you. It's coming from the inside. And then you don't have to ask yourself thousands of questions what I should be doing next, because it's not necessary, because you're guided from within. And you trust yourself enough to know that whatever comes up, it's you follow it, you act on it.
Well, it makes me think about some of the great inventors of the world and how they invented Edison with the light bulb and different things like that. It wasn't just like he was working and had an idea. He actually had to go within, and they talk about him taking naps in the middle of the day. And that's where he really got his inspiration. And I think that whole power of going within, when I think about leadership and I think about leaders who are leading teams, that there's a way to support them in going within to focus on themselves so that they can then now turn around and focus on business. Because we're so barraged with so many different things, emails, text messages, phone calls.
That's true. And sometimes it's a big challenge, because you have this tricky mind telling you, oh, there is something important that needs to be done. And okay, sometimes there is something important that needs to be done, but okay, I should be doing this, I should be reading this, I should be doing this training or this course or whatever, which you can do as well. But tune in here. Sometimes actually it's more efficient and you can be more productive if you let everything go and just have a nap or get some silence or get still, because your whole system is regenerating when you do this. And it's not like nothing happens when you are in this space where nothing happens. I think sometimes everything happens. Magic can happen when you allow yourself to be in this space. So
I agree.
Yeah, so you need to be sometimes stronger than your tricky mind, because there are so many things that you might want to do or think you should be doing.
Yes.
But sometimes it's more efficient, and it even can take you to greater results when you do less. Because I see it with my clients who come to me sometimes overworked, burnout, because they think they need to do more and more in order to get somewhere, which is true till a certain point, but sometimes it's not working anymore. The strategies and the mindset that took you to this point or to this certain line, they don't work anymore if you want to get to the next level.
Right. They no longer serve you.
Right. They no
Yeah.
longer serve you. That's true.
Yeah.
So here, it's actually the opposite. The key is not to do more. You think you have to do more. That's not the key. It's actually to do less and see what needs to be recalibrated or changed within you in order to be able to tap into the next layer, into the next level.
Right. When working with my clients, I'm always looking for them to find more time. Well, listen, we can't create more time. When everybody says time management, no, it's self-management.
Right. It's always
right?
It's always you.
So,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I really do support them with strategies to put into place to have that. But I love the piece of adding into it that quiet time to go within. Whereas I'm always looking at strategies for them to work smarter versus harder.
Mm.
So now to add that into the conversation and have that as a strategy would be wonderful. Asim, I know that there's a process that you spoke about earlier before we came on together. And I was wondering if you could explain a little bit more about that and maybe walk us through this.
Yes, actually, I prepared something for you.
Okay.
I prepared a process that will help you to get still, breathe in and out with me, and at the same time, get this deeper access to your intuition. And not just your intuition, let's say also with your higher intelligence, with your higher wisdom within you. And from there, you can start asking questions, important questions, or also easy questions, whatever you want to do, and see what comes up when you do it.
Okay.
So actually, it's more the practical stuff of what we have discussed so far.
Okay.
So I would like to do that with you.
Yes, yes. And
Yes,
our
perfect.
audience will be able to do it with us as well, correct? When they're watching this. Wonderful.
Right.
So
So
everybody take advantage of this time.
Yes, take it, do it with me together. And probably I will turn off the camera because otherwise you can then focus on my voice and not get distracted by some images. So I will do it this way. So let me know if you can hear me, Meg.
Okay, yes.
Yes, perfect. So, okay, I want to invite you to experience something with me now. So this is a clearing and reactivation process that will help you to remember your highest intuitive abilities. You're going to have the opportunity to reconnect with your higher intelligence and your inner wisdom. So breathe in and out together with me and take your time. Create this space for you to dive in deeper. Relax and listen to my voice. And please only take what is best for you and discard the rest. You know what is best for you. And you know what is right for you. Deep inside, you know. Deep inside, you know. So let's start with, imagine yourself being surrounded by a white pillar of light. Your whole body is encased by this white pillar of light. This is your personal shield. Let's call it your energetic privacy. And only you decide what is allowed here to be and what not. And also imagine now that this shield is extending into the earth and going down till the center of the earth, connecting you with the earth center. And at the same time, this pillar is extending above your head into the sky, going up into the universe and connecting you with deep space. You are now perfectly protected, guided, and supported. I want you now to get still for a moment. Staying in your own white pillar of light, just become still. Breathe in and out. Wonderful. And remember that in your core, you are a free, sovereign being, made in the image of the divine source. You're God's highest form of expression. And as that, you reclaim now your personal power, your inner freedom, your right to choose and speak, and your willingness to be of greater service here. Breathe in and out and become still again. And now request to be realigned, reconnected to your intuition. Your intuition knows exactly what is right for you. It knows exactly what is best for you and what is not best for you. It is your right to have access to this intelligence within you. It is your right to know things out of the blue. And it is your right to be perfectly guided in your decisions and in your actions. Say to yourself now, together with me, I remember who I am. I remember who I am. I remember who I am. Well done. I'm a divine being, sovereign and free. I have full access to my higher intuition and to my wisdom. And as you are in your own space now, you can give commands to your own space. Command now that anything that is blocking or stopping you from having full access to your intuition be fully cleared, released, and dissolved within you now. Breathe in and out, and see now white light from your pillar entering into your brain, clearing everything, going down into your throat, your chest, down to your legs, into your feet, clearing everything what is blocking or stopping you. And see this white light also extending outside of your body and clearing your whole space from anything that is no longer serving you, which is no longer in your highest and for your highest good. And now get still again. And probably you want to try to sense the location of your intuition in your body. Give yourself a little bit of time and see where your intuition is located. Is it in a specific area, your chest, your gut, or your brain? Or can you sense it more throughout your body? Where is your intuition located? Very good. And you can even talk to your intuition. It's like your best friend. You can tell your intuition that you're here now to remember and reconnect, that you have this potential, this intelligence within you. And from now on, you would like to deepen your relationship to your intuition. And you would like to learn to listen to your intuition more deeply and act on it and have the trust to do it. And you can get still again and breathe in and out. And you can also start asking a question if you want. But this time, you direct your question to your intuition that you have located within you. It can be a yes or no question, for example, or even more complex. It doesn't matter. That's how the process works. Have a specific question in your mind and direct this to your intuition. Like, should I be doing this or that? What is the best for me? Should I do this strategy or the other one? Whatever it is, your intuition can reply through a feeling. For example, you may feel your energy expanding, which is a yes, or contracting, which is a no. You may hear a voice or get a vision. You just allow it, whatever it is. And also try to trust your intuition, even when your answer doesn't make any sense to your logical mind. Breathe in and out. So this is a process that helps you to get deeper access to your intuition and also start asking questions and direct this question to your intuition. And if there is no reply, then keep asking until you are ready to hear and receive an answer. Sometimes your intuition may talk through coincidences or even surprises in the outside. You just stay open and receptive. Trust that you're guided. Trust that you're guided. So breathe in and out again. And I'm closing now this reactivation. Anchor, lock, and seal this process and come back to me.
Wow. That was incredible. I love visualization. I love to visualize the light. It felt so good. It felt very welcoming and safe, and to be able to then to go in and yeah, that was really awesome, Asim.
Yeah,
Thank you
perfect.
so much. That was
I
really
hope you enjoyed
great.
it. Yeah.
I did. And I got it that my intuition actually lives right here. It's like between my throat and my chest.
Yes.
Interesting.
This
That's
is
where my
actually that's wonderful that you had the opportunity to locate your intuition.
Mhm.
This is a center point here, an energetic center point, and it's the thymus chakra. So if you want to go deeper into that and see, read some materials about that, you can do it. It will help you to even deepen your relationship with your intuition.
Nice. Yeah, I got very clear that that's where it is.
Yes, perfect. So this is good to know, because every time you have a specific question or you want to know something, you can tune in. You can
Yeah.
close your eyes, do the same process like we did now. Tune in, close your eyes, and ask this question and directly direct it to this area here.
Yes, I
And then
will.
see what comes up.
Yeah.
So this would be your process, actually.
Right. Thank you. Thank you so much. I
Yes.
really, truly appreciate
And the
it.
cool thing, the more you do it, and the more often you do it, the more it becomes, natural.
Mhm.
And it's like your intuition is like your best friend. The more you spend time with your intuition, the deeper the relationship,
Yeah.
and also the deeper the exchange as well. It's not like there is not just one, it's not like I'm talking. Your intuition is also talking back. So
Right.
you will see that the exchange will get deeper and deeper. And then this becomes your habit in your daily life. And sooner your lifestyle. And that's how you go throughout your day. You will be guided by your intuition throughout the day.
Right. I love this. And I think this could support any leader, any entrepreneur, any, organization to even take this on and really create this as a practice together. That would be amazing. Oh my gosh, the things that people could create and just how they would show up, it's just really powerful.
Yeah, I mean, you can even ask yourself a question such as, how would my life look like, or what kind of results would I create in my life if I would allow myself to be deeper guided by my intuition?
Yeah.
And see what is coming here for you. And yeah, I mean, I have one of my products is helping leaders and entrepreneurs to tap into their intuition in order to create better results in their career. So, I mean, the results are amazing. So sometimes it's so underestimated, our intuition, that we forget actually that we have this within us.
Yes, we do. Well, Asim, this has been great. And what I know is that everybody will have access to your website, and I want everybody to click the link below and make sure that they go to Asim's website, because there's also a link on there that's going to give access to amazing gifts. Tell us a little bit about the gift.
I do have tons of freebies. No, it's just a couple of freebies. So you will get access to activation and clearing that will help you to manifest greater abundance in your life.
I love that. And
at the same time, tune in with your intuition. So this is one gift that you are going to receive. The other gift that you're going to receive is, I prepared for you a specific kind of music that will help you to raise your frequency. So whenever you have the need to listen to something in order to change your energetic state or your state of consciousness, this would be a great opportunity to listen to this track. So that will help you to deep in. And there's another freebie.
Then there's more.
Yeah, there's more. Yeah, right. Yeah, you can have a look at it. Yeah.
And then, no. What's the next one? I'm just like,
okay.
There's more. What's the next one?
Yes. If you want to try quantum energy that will help you in your self-healing and to boost your self-healing and gets you in a deeper state of consciousness and a higher state of consciousness, there is the opportunity to try this for 8 hours. I'm cooperating with a Swiss company that is providing quantum energy that you can try at home in your bed. Actually, you don't need any technology or any devices for that. You just need to download this app and do the free 8-hour trial.
Wow.
Yeah, right. And just give it a try. I'm
fascinated by quantum energy all of that. So I've been doing a little bit of research about it. So I will definitely be trying that.
Yeah, give it a try. It's amazing. And I've been part of the research team of this company for a couple of years, and the results are great. So
awesome.
I want to share this with everybody, this opportunity to try quantum energy for your self-healing and to get you to higher states of consciousness.
Nice.
So this is something I want to provide. So you will have this as freebie as well. Then I also invite you to come to my private Facebook group if you wanna join in. And I think that's enough, right?
Yeah, I think that's a lot. Oh my gosh, you're amazing.
I don't want to overwhelm you with too many stuff here. Okay.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
Asim, again, thank you so much for your time, your wealth of knowledge, your energy, that I could feel it. We may be on Zoom, but I could feel it. I loved walking through that exercise. I can't wait to do it again.
Yes, you can re-listen.
I
That's
think it's
great.
wonderful. And listeners, I really encourage you to try this and to check out all of Hasim's information and his free gifts that he's so generously offered to all of you. So thank you again, Hasim. Take care.
Thanks so much, Meg. It was a pleasure. Thank you for having me.